So today we're just kind of having a bit of a chat and getting to know each other a bit better.
Cool.
So that I can write you a really good program that's like specifically for your needs and specifically for you. Okay, so I asked you to fill out your pre-screen form, so that's what we'll do today. We'll go through that. Okay.
Perfect.
Brilliant. Okay, so we'll start off obviously on the first page, which is your medical information.
Cool.
Now looking down at that, it's all no's, which is absolutely fab, which means that we can do a program that's sort of based on moderate to vigorous intensity exercises.
Perfect, yeah.
And obviously depending on what it says throughout the rest of it.
Sweet.
Cool. Okay. So, looking at this next page, we'll just talk about a few of these if they're sort of previous injuries, current injuries, and it'll just help me sort of, again, write that more specific program, being aware of all these issues. Okay, so first of all, feet and ankles. So let's just have a chat about them. So what does that entail?
Well, back when I used to play a lot of football, I used to, someone always used to roll my ankle. So whenever I got an injury, I always seemed to be rolling my left ankle. It seemed to kind of happen all the time, if that makes sense. I'd be playing and I'd land badly on the ankle, I would roll over, and then I'd get physio a little bit, and then it would kind of go away and then come back again, I'd do it again. So I always have quite skinny ankles, so I just kind of started favouring my other side and not really wanting to use it too much. So it's kind of always been there, if it makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. And when was the last time, can you remember the last time you did it and what you were doing?
Probably a few seasons ago, just playing football was always the one.
Okay. Brilliant. So when you're training now, do you currently strap it?
No, not really. No. I don't actively strap or anything like that.
And when it went last time, did you see a physio?
Yeah, I got some physio work done on it. Kind of always tried to physio it and then rehab it, and then always frustrating because it kept happening, even though I'd try and fix it properly.
Okay, brilliant. And do you still do any of those physio exercises now?
Not as much as I should. / no, not really.
Okay, fabulous. And is there any exercise that you avoid because of?
No.
No.
No, I pretty much do, and it's just hopefully it doesn't come back.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, no worries. Okay, so next one you've ticked is knees. So again, can we have a bit of a chat about that?
Yeah, sure. It's kind of like I've never really injured them per se, but I've kind of I've taught skiing and snowboarding for the last 5 years full time, pretty much with no break or stopping in that. So I've kind of just used them so much to a point that I've noticed over the last kind of 6 months they're starting to get quite achy and quite sore, and just little things like waking up in the morning and getting up and noticing it takes a bit more effort, and they get a bit stiffer and things like that. So
okay,
started noticing that more.
So it's not, you've not specifically done a specific exercise or done something that's injured them. It's more like sort of general wear and tear.
Yeah, it's pretty general or extreme wear and tear for what you do. Yeah, like I don't think there's many people who have kind of put that much punishment in 5 years on their knees as I have.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, fabulous. And again with that, are there any exercises you avoid because of your knees?
Probably just I avoid like a lot of long distance running. I don't really avoid anything in general, but I never feel like I want to go skiing and then go for a run at the in the sand or anything like that. It just feels like it's a bit too much.
Okay, yeah. No worries. Okay. And with the knees and ankles, is that both of them? Is left and right, or?
Ankle, just my left one was the problem.
Ankle,
knees is kind of both.
Okay. Knees, both. Great stuff. Okay. So the final one on that is your hamstrings.
Yep.
So let's have a chat about those ones.
Yeah, sure. So I played a couple of games helping my friend's football team last year, and then one of the games I kind of felt it something happened to it towards the end of the game, and I subbed off and everything was sweet and kind of didn't think too much of it. It was just a bit tight, and then the next game I rocked up, kind of didn't think about it for the week, and then the first sprint I did it fully like pinged and pulled or whatever happened to it, but it went pretty badly and I could barely walk on it. So just solid pull and maybe tear, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I haven't fully investigated that far, but yeah.
Did you see a physio for that then?
Yeah, I saw a physio for a few sessions, did a lot of physio work on it. I'm trying to rehab it. I didn't play on it again.
Okay.
For a long time, but...
Okay, brilliant. So are you still seeing a physio or...?
No.
Okay. And when you were playing the game, did you warm up before you played the game?
Not that game. No, I arrived late and I was trying to catch up on while I was playing because we were a man short and didn't...
Yeah, you just went straight out.
First sprint was gone, yeah.
Okay.
Just not cool.
Right, well, okay. So I'll remember put warm up in.
Yeah.
And again with that one, so when was kind of last time?
The last proper one was that when I did it. But then I've noticed if I go to the gym and I kind of work hard on those kind of areas, like it sometimes like hurts a bit more than normal. Like kind of starts to feel it again and go, oh, that's not good, and then kind of hold off it.
So what sort of things are you doing when you would feel it hurt?
I just like if I tried to do like a bit of cardio and then do some weights all on my legs at the same time, I'd maybe like feel it. I notice that I would push it a bit too far.
Okay.
And like not so much on my I notice it more because my other leg would be fine.
Oh, okay, right. So which leg was it?
It's the left hamstring.
Left hamstring. Okay. So left ankle and left hamstring.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Well, that's easy to remember. Great stuff. Okay, fabulous. So regarding those, the programme I write, if any of these start playing up at any time, just let me know, and then we can just sort of tweak the programme. Okay, so adjust for that. Great. Okay, so this one, we're talking about why you're actually here. Like, why have you decided to come and see me today? What have you got? A goal, an aim for the sessions?
Well, and obviously in the job I'm highly physical all the time. I just want to try and improve general strength, get a lot fitter, try and make work life a bit easier, not get so fatigued all the time, that kind of thing.
Okay. So what sort of things do you do in your job?
Skiing and snowboarding full time. So from 5 to 7, 8 hours, Monday to Friday.
And what does it kind of entail?
Skiing, just a lot of, so I'm teaching people, so a lot of skiing around, snowboarding around. I'm kind of always in a kind of bent position, so really quite active and quite active inducing, a lot of lifting and things like lifting kids up, lifting other stuff. So yeah.
Okay. So you do a bit of heavy lifting as well?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Okay. So is that where you're sort of saying about your strength?
Yeah.
So what's the lifting part?
Yeah. So we have to lift kids, adults, clients, also for racing, race skates, race equipment, all sorts of stuff really.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay. So with the gates, how long do you have to carry them for?
Well, depends. So probably sometimes if I have to pick them up at work and just have to carry them across to the main slope and then carry them down as we put them in, sort of gets a little bit lighter as we go through.
Yeah.
And then when we pack them down, I have to pick them up all and then take them back up the lift, which is 2 minutes. It's like a straight 2 minute hold.
Okay.
As we
so
go
you're
up.
Picking them out and holding them onto your shoulder?
Yeah, and let it, kind of bailed up like that, and then just you have to hold them for 2 minutes, and there's nowhere to go. Yeah, you have to make that 2 minutes.
Okay.
Which is the length of the lift ride, and then on the mountain it's kind of similar. We have to carry them from the top of the lift to the race course, and it can be a couple hundred meters or however long on skis. So it's kind of holding them, and then everything else is burning because you're holding something up here while skiing. So using all parts of your body, I guess.
Okay, brilliant. And what sort of kind of weight are they?
Probably the big bundles are about 40 kilo.
Wow. Okay. Brilliant. So would you say is your goal sort of focused around that? Is that the main part of the job that you kind of feel that you need more help with?
I'd say so. Like it would definitely make it a lot easier to be able to lift and hold that kind of stuff. But in general, like just work life would be a lot easier, and fitness makes skiing and snowboarding a lot easier if I'm a bit stronger, a bit fitter.
Yeah. Okay. Great stuff. So when you say your muscles get fatigued, so at what point of the day is that, or is that like a gradual progression?
Probably just a gradual progression, you know, and definitely by the end of the day I'm usually pretty stuffed.
Okay.
There's always entailing lots of different things in ski world, so skiing around heaps, lifting stuff. Yeah, it's always putting quite a bit of tax on your body.
Okay. And at that point, at that end of the day where you say, you know, you're completely stuffed, so if we were using a scale, for example, of like 0 being, you know, you find it still quite easy, and 10 being like really like max intensity, what sort of level would you put you're feeling at the moment?
Probably a 7 to an 8. 7 to an 8.
7 to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely get quite tired and you need a good sleep and then you do it again.
Yeah. I suppose you never get a chance to kind of recover, do you?
No.
Okay, brilliant. And is there anything you're aiming for in particular, like an event or something in your everyday life, or?
Well, I'm going in 2 months. I'm going down to Cadrona to coach for I think a week and a half. So that would probably be kind of a short-term goal, or kind of a goal of that trip, making that one easier. But also just in general, I mean, it never stops. You know, it works 365 days. So of snow, so it never really stops. But that trip would definitely be kind of a bit of a, you know, aim, I guess.
Aim. Okay, brilliant. And that again, that's going to be carrying the gates and doing the sort of rates.
Yeah, carrying gates, skis, everything.
Brilliant. Okay. So that you say that's 2 months' time?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So that's a great short-term goal to aim for. Okay, so we'll just do a bit of a summary over that. So I'll just make sure that I've got everything that you're kind of thinking about regarding that. So we're working on, I'd say, probably more muscle endurance rather than strength, because you've actually got the strength to pick them up. It's the carrying part of them. So we'll work on the muscle endurance of both upper and the lower body, because obviously you've got to sort of support them on your legs as well. You know, is your whole body working? And really we want to kind of, because you've got this sort of short-term goal for 2 months, in sort of 4 weeks what we'll do is we'll ask again, after you've been doing the programme, you know, your own personal stuff and time with me, that same scale again, and hopefully that will have decreased. So that number will get better. If it hasn't, then we can tweak the programme again then, so that we'll ask you again just before you go, and then definitely we should have seen a massive improvement on that. Okay. Brilliant. Great stuff. Okay. Right. So we'll talk about your exercise history now. Okay.
Sure.
So you've ticked resistance and weight training. So kind of how often did you do that?
Well, I just if I could, a few times a week, maybe 3 times a week or so, just when I can in and around work.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay. Times a week. And was that using the kind of the cables or more the machines?
More machines. Like I haven't done a lot of free weight stuff. More just kind of machine circuits that are available here.
Okay. Would you be interested in doing the functional training
definitely.
as well? Okay,
Definitely.
Brilliant.
We kind of really don't know enough about them to go out there and try and do it, you know, amongst all the other people that know what they're doing.
That's great then, because for your programme, what I'm kind of thinking is really based around the sort of functional training aspect. So that's really good if you're up for that as well.
Perfect.
Fabulous. Okay, and then the regular sport recreation, is that, I suppose that was your football?
Yeah, it was. Now it's probably just I don't do a lot of other sports, just kind of work, I guess.
Okay, because you've got quite an active job anyway.
Yeah, totally.
Brilliant. Okay, and you're full time, aren't you?
Yeah, Monday to Friday.
Okay, brilliant. All right. So we'll just talk a bit about your availability, so that I can make sure that the programme is going to sort of suit how much time you've got. So you said you're going to be available for us to meet 7 till 8 on a Monday.
Yep.
So what we'll make sure on that, we'll put like maximum intensity into that. so that we're together and we can get the most out of that training session.
Yep, cool.
And then what I'll do is, what other sort of days are you going to be
I was
training,
thinking
do you
trying
think?
to do like Monday, or Monday obviously with us, and then Wednesday and a Friday. Just gonna space it out. Hopefully.
And how long, sort of?
Probably about an hour. Yeah. And hopefully maybe a weekend day as well.
Okay.
Get out for probably another hour.
Another hour on the weekend. Okay, brilliant. Great stuff. Okay. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll write your program to cover you those other days.
Mm-hmm.
If there's any questions about that, you can just get in touch with me anytime. And equally, if there's something you're unsure about, just get in touch, because of obviously your other sort of injuries, we don't want to sort of aggregate, get them to sort of come up again.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so we just want to be really wary of those.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if anything's hurting, anything, you start feeling anything, just get in touch and we can sort that out.
Sure.
Okay. Right, so in order I can write a program that you're going to actually enjoy, we'll just talk about sort of exercise preferences.
Cool.
So you've just said you like cardio, weights, and cycle. So what types of cardio, weights, and
I guess probably cardio and cycle will be together.
Okay.
Cycling is my main cardio I like doing.
Is that the only cardio you do?
Pretty much. I do a little bit of rowing, probably on the row machines, but mostly just cycling.
Okay. And how often were you cycling?
I try and do it pretty much every time I go. So to the gym, whether it's a shorter burst or a longer, but.
Okay. And what sort of distance?
I always tried to go at least say 5 to 7, depending on if I wanted to just kind of get onto the weights or if I was trying to hold on for a bit longer.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay, and when you were cycling, were you going more on distance or time?
I wasn't particularly patient. Trying to kind of do both. So I'd aim for trying to say like doing a K every 2.5 minutes,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
So when you're talking about intensity of that exercise, would you put it on as low, moderate, or high?
I'd probably try and push it towards the high.
Try.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I always just kind of push it rather than just cruising on a bike. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, that's good. And weights. So how often did you do your weights?
Yeah, I'd either go upper or lower probably every time I was at the gym as well. So I'd only ever like cycle maybe max 20 minutes. So I always have time to do the weights.
Weights. Okay. And how often were you going to the gym?
Try to do a couple of times, about 3 times a week.
Okay. And would you do cardio and weights every time you went, like both each time?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So you're always doing both. Brilliant. Is that because of your time restraints?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. And with the weights, what weight machines did you kind of prefer?
Well, I was using kind of the standard ones like chest press, lat pull downs, shoulder press. The one I can't remember the name of it, they're pulling towards you on your arms.
Row?
Yeah. Row.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to think what else, but yeah, those were kind of.
So they're your kind of upper body ones?
Yeah, and then the assisted pull-up machine as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you know what sort of roughly an idea of a weight that you were kind of?
Yeah, so I was doing about 30 kilos on most of those.
Okay.
It's around about my weight area.
Okay. Brilliant. And did you increase that as you felt need, or was there? Did you just?
That's probably where I got to. Like I kind of started a bit lower, and then that kind of hit there, and that was kind of where I was or I've been for quite a while.
Okay. So you kind of feel like you've sort of stagnated.
Yeah, I haven't really pushed it too far after that.
Okay, brilliant. Okay. So our sessions, you want to push it that bit?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sounds good. Okay. And what about your legs? Were you doing any weights over your legs?
Yeah, I kind of do like leg extensions, hamstring, curl.
Yeah.
The lying down one, and then leg press.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Okay. And again, what sort of weight were you doing on those?
It's kind of very like leg press. I was doing about 50 kilo. The extensions is probably doing about 30, but then the hamstrings I drop it down to about 20.
Okay. So I'll just kind of summarise this. So you were coming about 3 times a week, doing cardio and weights together. Do you do anything outside of the gym? Do you do like run outside or go for walks or anything like that? Is it mostly gym exercise?
I mean, apart from work, obviously, and pretty much just gym.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of time to do it. If I get the gym in there.
That's all good. It's just so I can make sure that the program's going to sort of suit what you need.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you want to go outside and do some stuff, then I can also suggest things outside.
Cool.
But if you're just going to be in the gym, that's absolutely fine. We can sort that as well. No worries. Okay. So also we've looked at what you like and what do you dislike. So you've just put running. So what is it about running that you dislike?
I kind of like I said before, I like high intensity kind of. I like pushing it in cardio, and I kind of don't like just cruising.
Okay.
Same thing. I've always thought I'd like to be able to go for a run at the end of work or before something. But if I've been skiing all day, it kind of doesn't feel like that great. Using pushing it again, trying to run and all that impact, and it doesn't feel great, so I don't do it. So just never been a big fan of it.
Okay, and is that more the long distance running rather than the sprint work?
Yeah.
So you don't mind the sprint stuff, so if we put some sprint in?
Sprinting's all good.
Okay.
I don't mind sprinting. It's more just continuous.
So if we would, because I'd quite like to put some endurance cardio in as well, because I just think that's going to help with endurance of muscle endurance and the cardio endurance. So would you prefer then to do more cycle endurance?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Okay. Or what about so you said you like cycle? Do you do much sort of incline walking?
No, I haven't done much of that.
No. Okay. Because that's a lot better on your knees than kind of running and pounding. And equally, cycling is quite good because it kind of flushes your legs out. So that's another good one for you with your job and with your previous injuries. That will be quite a good one. Okay.
Perfect.
So we can pop that in. Great stuff. Brilliant. Okay. So we've been through all that now. It's really good. So I'll just kind of go through it and anything you don't understand, just in your big one. Okay. So. We're going to get you a program that's really specific to what you want, okay? We're going to be mindful of these injuries, and like I said, if anything starts coming up, just let me know, and we'll tweak it. We will make sure that we do a really good warm-up, and do some good stretches at the end, okay? Really stretch out those muscles, okay? Program-wise, so we've said we're going to do it more on muscle endurance. Obviously, we'll put some strengthening in as well, but again, we've just got to be mindful of those areas because I don't want you to injure yourself again. Obviously, with your job, you can't be injured.
No,
so we want to push it, but push it well. Okay. So I'm thinking kind of there's some deadlifts would be really good for you because it's good for your sort of hamstrings and strengthening those, and it's really good legs as well. So we'll do them in our sessions, and then maybe in your session I'll put you some more sort of isolated, like the calf raises for your ankles to help with them and help with your hammies. And then as well, I think we'll try and figure out some exercise that actually going to mimic what you do. So I'm thinking it'd be really good. Maybe we'll start with the Swiss ball and just seeing how you pick that up, because I want to make sure that technique's there first. And once we've done that, we'll maybe carry that around the gym, probably do some lunges with it as well. So then we're working our legs as well, because obviously at the moment you are literally sat in a semi-squat most of the day. So we kind of want to balance those legs out. We want to work those hammies as well, which is probably another reason why you ping them, because you're just basically working the fronts of your legs, your quads, rather than your hammies as well. So if we start off with the ball, make sure we've got all the technique correct, and then we can up that and up it to the weights, and we can carry maybe a dumbbell on either side rather than lunge it, and then maybe some bars over your head.
Cool.
Okay. So as I say, we'll maximise our sessions and really kind of push it, and then I'll write you a good programme for you to kind of cruise along for the rest of the week as well. How's that sound?
Yeah, sounds perfect.
Brilliant. Okay. And again, if you have any questions, just flip me a text, give me a call anytime, and we can go through some stuff. Brilliant. Okay, well, thank you so much for your time.
Cheers.
Have you got any questions now?
No, I think we're all good. It was
Great
fun.
stuff. Okay, so I will see you on Monday at 7 a.m. for our
Awesome.
first session.
See you then.
Thank you.
Cheers.